or Gimme Yarn 418 and apparently Dewey. I was going to try and record this without him, but he said no way. This is Thank God It's Finished, or TGIF Part 2, and this is going to be a video about my current whips, otherwise known as I need a whip prevention. I have too many, and I want to cast on something else. But first, I mentioned yesterday that I finished the Madison scarf, and I just wanted to show that to you real quick because it was blocking yesterday and what. Now, this is super duper long. This was a great pattern. It's done on size 11 needles with a worsted weight yarn. I don't know if Dewey's actually letting you see any of this, but I was glad I was able to use up the rest of the skein because it was a fairly expensive skein of yarn. So, and it's a single of silk. So that's finished. So what am I working on? I have them all in front of me, the ones I can find, and I'm just going to go through them so you can see. I have a lot. I have 10, 11, 12. 2 I'm not going to show you are the scrap blankets. Those are upstairs for a little while. Taking a break from those. My first work in progress is a pair of socks. It's out of the West Yorkshire Spinners signature. This was sent to me by Bruno, and Terry Tinsel told me that this is the pheasant colorway. Just last night I finished... Dude, this is really hard with you. I finished the first sock and just barely cast on the second one. So that's whip number 1. Number 2, the Sparkly Blanket of Awesomeness. I haven't touched this in weeks. My goal was to have it done by April 1st. It's not going to be done, but that's okay. I'm trying to shame myself with the amount of whips so that I actually don't cast on something else, but I'm probably going to. And that's out of Red Heart Shimmer in the teal, pink, purple, and cream color. I don't know what their real names are. Next, for our niece, for her birthday, she asked for a horse. We can't give her a real horse. So I decided to crochet her the Fatty Lumpkin, the Brave African Flower Pony. And let's see if you can see it. That's what he looks like. I'm doing it out of worsted weight yarn, of course. She does hers out of fingering. Dog hair in my mouth. I'm using Caron United in the fresh green, the gray heather, and the dark gray heather. Not a huge fan of this yarn, but I have all the pieces made, and I'm beginning to sew it together. So far I have one of the front legs done. That's it. But I'll show you all the pieces are in here. But that has to get done this weekend, because her birthday is actually Sunday, and we're doing cake on Tuesday. I have a dog hair right on my tongue. Number 3, well, it's going to be that, but it's going to be this, is Umaro by, I think it was Jared Flood. Love this blanket, but just haven't had time to concentrate on it. I think after I finish Fatty Lumpkins this weekend, I'm going to work on this because it's so much fun to knit. I'll show you the front. This is how much I have. Dewey, you are not helpful today. This is how much I have. It's a great pattern. Pay for a pattern on Ravelry done with a bulky yarn. Or is it bulky or super bulky? I'm not sure which. And I'm knitting it out of Bernat Softy Chunky in a gray color. So I've already lost count. Is that 4? That's 4. 5. See if I can reach it this time. Out of Hibernation. You may or may not remember a while ago, I was knitting the Owl in One by from the Fiber Factor and Laura Riker, and I had decided to put it away in anticipation of the larger sizes coming out. But I have pulled it back out and have decided that I am going to continue along, whoa, Dewey, in the 9-month size. That think it's, or is it 9 months? What size is it? Let's see. I can't remember. And it doesn't say here. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, 9 to 12 months. And I am knitting that out of some willow double knit yarn. So that will be going back into the rotation. Because I can't wait, and I've been itching to knit on it. So put the pattern back in. What number is that? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is the color affection, which is still stunted because I can't decide on what color to do next, which I think I've actually decided that I'm going to go with a white or a cream, probably a white. Pay for a pattern on Ravelry by Vera Villamaki. I am in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 12 rows or 13 rows of each color. But I am in the 2 color section. I gotta get this done. The rows are long, but I do like it. It's enjoyable, it's mindless, it's relaxing. I'm going to knit night tonight, and I may bring this with me. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already lost count. This is 6. 6! Oh, that's the only thing about zippered bags. Got my yarn stuck in it. 7! Oh, I left the pattern out. I'm also going back to using my iPad for patterns because it's so wasteful to print out all these patterns to use them one time. Unnecessarily. I have the option to do it paperless, I should. The Shepherdess Cardigan by Julia Farwell Clay. That's what it looks like. It's not the greatest. Has sheep on it. This is going to be my Rhinebeck 2015 sweater. Yes, you heard it. I'm going to Rhinebeck. More about that later. Have to work out some details. Hasn't been touched since the last time you saw it. Just a big green strip so far. But when I say I'm going to Rhinebeck, I'm not staying at Rhinebeck. I'm driving down for the day. And there'll be some people with me. There we go. And like I said, once we work out the details, I will let you guys know more about that. What number is that? 7? 8. Oh, this is with the new yarn that I got this past weekend that I couldn't show you. It's the Butterfly Nebula. It's 70-20-10 Baby Alpaca Silk and Cashmere by Pine Star Studio. 437 yards. In case you want to check them out. This is the softest thing I've ever touched in my entire life. And it's a gradient, and you can't see the colors. This is a teal to a blue, and then to a lighter blue. Teal to a green to a blue to a lighter blue. And I am knitting Come What May by Susan D. Anderson. Made for a pattern on Ravelry. And I'm also knitting this on, for the first time, I'm using some, I have to say it, chichigoo, some chiagoo, whatever, red lace needles in a size 6. And I like them. I can't decide if I love them. It's too soon to tell, but this is how much I knit on it at the Fiber Festival. I just got to the place where the lace was about to start, so I had to stop. But that's going to be really pretty. It has a beaded edging, and I don't think I'm going to add the beads, because I just don't think beads are really me. I like beads on other people, I just feel like I look a little silly. Okay, that's 8. I can't reach, there's so many. 9. Up. 9 is the bankhead hat that everybody's knitting. I'm knitting it out of some Malabrigo. I think it's Rios. I had it upstairs in the stash and I've lost the tag. This is how much I've knit. And watch what I'm going to do. I am taking it off the needle because the pattern calls for 100 stitches. And I cast on 104. So one less thing on the needles, but it's going right back on. So there you go. Gonna have to unravel all that. But I wanted to show you guys it before I did that. I gotta drop my needle. Gotta get my needle. I already dropped it. So what was that? 9? 9. And last but not least, I don't even know what this is. Oh, yes, I do. This is my delving into double knitting pattern that Margaret gifted to me a while back. It's Sean's hat. It's double knitting, and I haven't picked this up because I have not. This is a technique that I need to concentrate on because it's very new to me, and honestly, I don't know that I even remember how to do it right now. But this is what I have so far. That's the reverse side, and I'm knitting this out of Lion Brand LB Collection 100% Superwash Merino in, I think this is denim. Yep, denim and ivory. So, yes. So, I have those 10 whips plus 2 scrap blankets upstairs. Makes 12. And I really want to cast on Bon Bon, the bunny from Susan Claudino for Easter. I'm going to try and resist the urge, but I really want to do it. So maybe if I finish the horse, I will reward myself with the bunny. That won't take long, so yes, I need a whip prevention. That is all I have for this week. I hope you guys are all doing great. I will talk to you next time. All right, bye.